Yo, this your boy Tonio coming through another episode of Backyard Comedy. As always, I got my boy, Really Dooley.
Yo.
I'm your boy, Vocal 26. And we got Miss Kendranonickname on today.
It's me.
Hey, how you doing?
Somewhere you just don't know where. I'm doing excellent today.
Okay.
I'm good, man. Before we jump in and get started with you, let's do a recap of last episode. We had Miss Anaya DeFay.
Oh, yeah.
Came through all around country girl, talked about the history of trail ride.
Oh, yeah.
She, talked about her, her singer songwriting days and new and upcoming things that's coming along, man.
Oh, yeah.
And she kept it real, man. It was very informative.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we had the black-owned business. It was Favorite Desserts right here in North Carolina, Durham.
Yes.
And it's y'all got to taste it. I haven't tasted it yet, but Honest was falling out his chair trying to talk about it.
Tell me what.
He sure was,
Yeah.
man. But on this episode, we got Kendranonicknames. And how you doing?
I'm doing excellent today, man. Blessed, highly favored.
Hallelujah.
All in the light of the love. But
yeah.
just enjoying my trip, even though it was like 2 car accidents on the
For
way
real?
up here. Yes.
Man.
So it was like supposed to be a 5-hour trip, ended up being like an 8-hour trip. But it was worth
Come
it.
on now.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
Hey, you got here. Thank God for the road
Yeah.
mercy.
Come on,
Hallelujah.
Thanks for God's grace, yeah.
But Dooley, what you got down there, man? I must go and start with you, man.
Look, man. I scrolled through your page, and the first thing that kind of popped out to me that's like not common is, how do you say it? A burlesque dancing?
Burlesque.
Burlesque dance.
Burlesque.
That's
Okay.
Thank you for correcting me.
Burlesque?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Come on, yeah. Show me your stuff.
Let me see your shit, man.
So what about it?
Can
What's
you talk about that? Like, how did you get into that? Like,
Yeah, good question.
So I actually got into burlesque at the Love Below Speakeasy in Atlanta. What kind of drew me to burlesque was always that showgirl atmosphere. So that performance of Josephine Baker, Dorothy Dandridge, the originators of black cinema, the golden age of black cinema for women, was kind of being a shaker girl, a show girl. That's how we kind of got in if we weren't doing other things.
Okay.
And we were able to glamorize it. We were able to make it like the Marilyn Monroe, the Sophia Loren of black artistry.
Okay.
The tease, the reflection, the show, the dazzle.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what drew me to it, was Dorothy Dandridge and Josephine Baker. And seeing them be those actually pioneers before there was if you know your shit, before there was a Marilyn Manson, a Marilyn Monroe, before there was a Jane Mansfield, before there was a Sophia Loren, there was Dorothy Dandridge, there was Josephine Baker. And so that drew me to that. And then in recent years, Dita Von Teese, I saw her when I was 14 years old. And I actually just saw how she mastered femininity. You know? If you know who Dita Von Teese is, that's another thing. It's not a deep cut, but if you know who Dita Von Teese is, she used to be married to Marilyn Manson. And she rounded him out because he was so like
out there.
He was he was so dark. He was so rough, even though if you his messages are pretty decent, but his appearance was very like shocking. She rounded him out, made him seem human because her femininity was so strong and powerful and graceful and beautiful. So once I saw that, and then I started looking into what burlesque really was, which is the art of the tease, the art of the reflection, the art of basically being a beautiful magician. It's the art of illusion.
Come on now.
And so that's what kind of drew me to it. And then I tried out for the Love Below, and it's been up and stuck since there.
All right.
How do you tie that in? Because I know you do your comedy thing, but how do you tie that in with your comedy?
So here's another tidbit about entertainment. I'm about to damn nerd out on y'all.
Oh,
right?
do it.
All right. Do
I'm
what you gotta
nerd. Let's
do.
go.
So here's another tidbit about entertainment. Vaudeville kind of spurred off of the circus. So you had the circus. So the way we see entertainment today, the way we get cinema, the way we have actors, the way we have singers, the way we have musicians, all originated from the stage show. And the stage show kind of came from the circus era, where they would go town to town and show their talent.
Something like the Chitlin Circuit.
Something like the Chitlin Circuit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's what we call the Chitlin Circuit now in comedy. So they would go from town to town, and then that evolved into vaudeville because they didn't do the freak show. They just did the stage show. They didn't do both sides. They didn't do the freak show and all that. That brought about vaudeville. And then in that vaudeville lane, you also had burlesque. You had burlesque for the men. You had showgirls for the men. You had magicians. You had singers. You had jazz performers. You had tap dancers. You had whatever, comedians even. kind of jump into vaudeville. And so
Okay.
that's kind of where all entertainment breaks down
yeah,
to,
right.
is that space. Comedians and burlesque performers go hand in hand. If
Way
you
to
really
network.
get deep down into it, comedians, burlesque performers, and drag performers go hand in hand, because it's all that stage show presence. It's all that
Okay,
vaudeville, like kind of.
Okay, yeah, walking on stage.
I like to sing it. I like to bring it.
It's like that.
Yeah.
You know, without the shucking and jiving. It's the glitz without the minstrel. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And so that's what kind of brought me, that's what kind of brought it together. I actually got to comedy through stage. Like one of my first stage plays that got me into theater was Antipholus of Ephesus in Shakespeare's Comedy of Errors. It's one of the only comedies that he wrote.
Oh, wow,
And
I never knew
was
that.
Antipholus of Ephesus in that, you know, if you've seen The Prince and the Pauper,
Okay, yeah.
or Trading Spaces for My New Age
Yeah.
people with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd.
Right, yeah.
All of those are the same plot premise that came from Comedy of Errors with Shakespeare.
Okay.
And so I got into
Who knew?
comedy through the stage.
Yeah.
I got in through burlesque from wanting to be a showgirl and a stage girl.
right.
And they both go hand in hand. They're the same industry.
So did someone just tell you, hey, you're a natural for comedy, or did you always have that ha ha hee hee spunk when you was growing up?
Good question, dude.
I know it's there. Got to be there.
Listen, I was that kid that I'm sorry, I touched the microphone.
Oh,
you
you
see what
alright.
I'm saying?
Nah, touch it.
I was that kid who you couldn't say and do stuff around. Like I was that kid where it's like
one of us.
if you heard
Yep,
if I heard a curse word, I'm on that.
You cut.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
on that for the rest of the week. One of my jokes is
Right.
I used to be a drive-by bird. Can we flip birds in here?
Yeah, flip all you
So
want.
I used to be a I'm gonna do it this way. But I used to be a drive-by flipper off because I used to get mad at people. I used to get hella mad at people. But I'm like 7 years old and I didn't know how to express it. I didn't want to hit them because I didn't want to get in trouble for that.
Flip that bird.
I
Yeah.
can't curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I saw on TV you could flip the bird.
Yeah.
You thought it.
I said I don't fuck you, fuck, I don't like none of y'all,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
And my mom had to go, Kendra, no, you can't.
Can't do that, baby.
You can't. And then I would look at her behind my back, I'd be like,
Fuck you too much.
So I was that kind of kid. You know, I'm kind of an asshole on one level, but I'm a very kind and compassionate.
You probably a hell of a road rage.
I ain't lying, man.
Nah, I like to let people see themselves. You know what I'm saying? I play it smooth. I'll let you cut me off. I hit the brakes so you feel bad. Nah, I'm playing.
Come on
Break
now.
checker,
Get off me.
y'all. Straight break checker.
Yeah, so that's how I got into comedy. I'm a little kid. I used to do be an asshole a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
And then always
One
be
of us.
observant. Hell yeah. And
There's
so-
nothing wrong with it.
And then what really touched me was, I don't know if y'all remember, was Sinbad used to do a cruise every year. He used to do a fantasy.
I never knew you do a cruise.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, but you took it right out of my mouth. Me either.
If y'all knew, Sinbad used to do a fantasy trip. He used to go to a different Caribbean island every year. My mom used to be in love with it, and he used to do a stand-up show stage where he would bring in artists. That's what made me want to be a stand-up comedian.
Yeah. People don't even talk about Sinbad no more.
they don't.
They don't know that Sinbad was the original genie.
I wanted to marry that man.
Here you go, going down that rabbit hole.
They try to scrub it off. They did scrub it off. Like you
Yeah.
really can't find it, but we had it on tape.
Heck yeah, I remember.
It was called Shazam.
It was called Shazam.
That's exactly what it was. It won't Shaquille O'Neal now.
Yeah, that's
It
cousin.
was Sinbad.
It was Sinbad, and they
it
swear
was.
to God it never existed.
It
I'm
did.
like,
It did.
I never seen that person.
I watched it too. I sure did. I watched it too.
Nah, I never seen it.
He a bot.
Yeah.
I ain't no damn
damn
bot.
bot.
I never seen it.
Don't get into it with him now.
Nah, ain't no
He
bot.
love that now.
Nah.
But yeah, they did, man. They did. But people don't talk about Sinbad, and he's one of the most amazing, comedians that's out there. He's raw and uncut. You know what I mean?
right,
Shout out
right.
to you, Sinbad. Hope you get better, man. I know he was dealing with some sickness,
yeah.
man. But
Shout out to him.
he one of the greats. They
You
don't
the
talk
reason
about
I
him.
do this. You the reason I do this. You the reason
Oh,
I do
yeah.
it.
That's weird. Have you like I ain't gonna say have you ever? 'Cause I know you have. But what is one of your favorite things? Like one of your favorite shows that you talk about? You know what I mean? Because I got another question after this. But that you talk about yo, this is what made people know who Kendra was when I stepped on this stage during this time.
Oh. Boom. The big moment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I went up in there. Now we be having questions for you now.
Yeah.
When is the first time that I noticed that people notice me?
Cause I went through and seen you be
do
rocking
a
the
lot.
crowd.
Yeah, you do.
You be rocking the crowd now.
I think
Y'all hold on, take your time now.
A few moments later.
I think it was laughing. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was Laughing Skull, and it wasn't when I was on stage. So I do a joke about autism. It's he laughing. See,
because we have dark humor.
Hell.
We have dark humor. So
Very
we
dark.
understand.
I'm sorry.
I do a joke about autism, trying to educate the folk. You know what I'm saying about what autism is. It ain't the worst thing to have. Like I think it's so fucked up that the reason forget cerebral palsy. Forget nervous system damage. Forget brain aneurysms and brain deformities as a reason not to vaccinate your child. You don't want to vaccinate your child because of autism, which basically means they're an opinionated asshole who tends to be expert at
smart as hell. Hell yeah.
You don't want you don't want somebody smarter than you or your family is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much what they get to. They are very smart. They are very smart.
They're extremely smart. You saw a 4-year-old put together a Rubik's Cube one time in life, and your ass was like, never again. Never.
And they did it in seconds at that.
Right.
I'm 38 years old. I still can't put one together.
No, I ain't, bro.
The damn either.
I used to peel the stickers off and just rearrange them the right way.
Boy, you crazy, but
for real. Shit.
But they got the real blocks now. You can't do that.
do it no more. Yeah, they got you.
Oh, they got them the same color on all sides?
Nah,
Well,
they're not stickers. You can't peel them off.
Can't
They
peel 'em off.
real, that cube.
That show you how long it's been since I even tried a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, I don't.
That's why they don't want autistic people to exist. Look, we play instruments too. We can sing on key too. We can do puzzles too. Y'all not the only ones. Autistic people, that's how we feel. We mad because y'all don't know everything.
Yeah. See,
So
man,
you
but
are autistic?
No.
Okay.
But, so that was my joke.
yeah, if you don't,
Bruh.
we'll be right back after these men. Yeah, but you had me, but I can see how it could. But it's not even a bad joke. That's real shit, though.
So that was my joke.
Yeah.
And what made me realize people was actually listening to what the hell I said is I was at another show where I was getting ready to get on stage. And a lady came up to me and said, "You the person who do the joke about the disabled people."
Oh, you did? No, you wrong. You wrong, shit.
I said, first of all, no, I don't do a joke about disabled people.
Yeah.
I do a joke about differently abled people.
Yeah.
You know, come on, don't get me canceled.
Yeah, that's real talk. Because they tried to do Dave Chappelle like that when he made a joke about a transgender, but come to find out, they became good friends. You know what I'm saying?
Her.
Yeah.
He paid that girl.
Yep, sure did. And if I'm mistaken, I think he said that she had passed away.
Well, the comment section killed her. The very people who was attacking Dave Chappelle saying, "Oh, you shouldn't talk about trans people," they went into her comment section and bullied her every day till she killed herself.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, hey, honestly, the comedic world is one of the roughest places that you will want to be.
You gotta be a tough cookie, but I'll tell you that. Cookie,
and you gotta, like she was just saying, you gotta watch certain things you say. Because, but you know, it's all jokes and laughter, but it's people are sensitive these days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it ain't the same how, you know, when we were younger, we had to have thick skin and we had to learn how to pick on people back.
Yeah.
Now you can't do that. Now, you know what I mean?
Now we got TikTok. Oh my God, I can make money off my suffering. I can make money off my truck. Oh my God, somebody cut me off in traffic today. Oh, I'm going viral.
Everything is a victim.
I'm going viral.
Yeah.
Man. You hurt my feelings.
So now let's switch it around on that thing.
Okay.
Have you ever been booed off stage?
Uh-oh.
Pulled you on off of there, Mr. Sandman.
Get your ass.
I think the closest thing I done had to a boo is silence. I have had silence.
Shit, that shit just as deadly.
It's scary.
It's just as deadly.
I was like, I did something real wrong.
Oh man.
Because I would rather you talk while I'm telling jokes than just sit there
like I ain't saying
At least they provide you a little ammo.
They literally.
Nah, we ain't having it.
But as far as like thank God, as of yet. Y'all, please don't see this podcast and then come to my comedy shows and boo me on purpose. Don't do that. Don't be that demon.
And don't run up on stage because she look like she gonna pop your ass. Yeah, real talk.
Real talk. She ain't
thing in the room.
Wait a minute. Well, I don't even count. Okay? I don't even count. I can probably run up on this table full speed. So don't worry about me. You know what I mean? But
said he can run on the table full
speed ahead.
He'll make it too.
You know. Hey man, I always have loved tall women since I was born. Maybe it's because I am short. I don't know, but I mean, I
get on her back so you can have a better view,
like a fly on a damn horse. You know, hey man, you know, I got to flaunt what I know. You know what I'm saying? But But being that you
That's
said,
funny.
you know, about your height though, have you ever like been in sports? Have you been productive in sports? Or
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like the stereotypical
You do everything.
like tall person.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you did basketball.
I did basketball,
volleyball,
did volleyball.
softball.
Not softball.
You didn't do softball.
I'm not a lesbian.
Wait.
No, I'm joking. I know some of y'all are straight.
But some of them are straight.
Some of 'em.
Basketball now, you know, it's a lot of
Yeah.
a lot of them in basketball now.
Whole lot. Whole heap.
But no, I did basketball, volleyball. I was a jumper, so I did track. I was a jumper.
Yeah, I did track too.
So I did 300 hurdles, high jump, triple jump, long jump.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And then what?
You
Actually,
just walked and just stepped right on
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
Over the
Well, that long
bullshit.
jump, you done hit the grass and made
Yeah. All
Over
to
the
the
bullshit.
Real talk though, but that's good. Like, have you been frowned upon because of your height? Like, have you ever faced any? Cause I know you're a comedian, so it's gonna be hard to pick on you. But have you ever had people to try because of your
Oh
height?
hell yeah! Like middle school, I
Yeah,
was Jolly
yeah.
Green Giant
Oh,
because
shit.
I'm light skinned.
Yeah.
Right,
So I was
right.
Jolly Green Giant. I was Big Bird. I was a giraffe. You know the classics.
Wait a damn
hold it, I
minute,
can hold it.
giraffe.
Because my neck long as hell.
Uh-oh.
My neck long as hell. So she's like, "Damn, can you get that for me, giraffe?" I'm like, "No,
shit.
sorry."
Come
They
on.
was on you hard.
I wish I could. They was at me hard.
Yeah,
they was at
on
me
your
real
neck,
hard.
literally.
But haha, jokes on you.
Yeah.
Same thing that y'all were making fun of me having
Yeah.
a long neck, me being tall. It's the same shit that got me into modeling.
Yeah.
You paid.
Thank you.
Yeah, and look, see how you just roll
Yeah,
in there?
roll right to it.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
yeah.
Dooley. I know
Yeah,
that's
I
your
was gonna
question.
ask you.
I know that's your question.
How did you get into modeling?
Well, I actually got into modeling, and my mom, because I'm gonna send her this video, so
Okay.
my mom's gonna tell
Hey,
me
Mom.
with me. I used to do pageants. It's the same story. If you, it ain't no code to crack. It's the
Yeah.
same story. Once you
Right.
get into entertainment, you can stay in entertainment.
Yeah.
Forever.
So, I started doing pageants, and then so I was actually practicing not for a beauty pageant, but for a scholarship pageant.
Okay,
And so I was practicing for a scholarship pageant in Birmingham,
Alabama.
in Birmingham, Alabama, and I just so happened to be going to get something to eat because they gave us like a 2-hour break.
Right.
So there was a man in the lobby of the hotel we were staying in, who had a modeling school, Barbizon. So if you know Barbizon, you know Barbizon Modeling Academy.
Okay.
And so
I never heard of them, but
Me
I'm gonna look it up.
either.
yeah, look up Barbizon Modeling Academy. If you know Ayanna Barber in the entertainment industry, she was my first runway coach. She used to be a correspondent for BET. She's done some
wow.
stuff, but she was actually my first runway coach. And so I was literally doing a scholarship pageant.
Right.
I was walking through, me and my mom were walking through the lobby of the hotel, and this man said, "Your daughter should model." This one 15 years old.
right.
So this man said, "Your daughter should model." And
I know mom probably
Yeah, what the hell you
what
talking
the
about?
fuck? Who are you?
yeah. Look
That's
at
a
my
whole nother
15-year-old
story.
daughter, you know.
Right.
That's a whole nother story. I'm gonna
Yeah.
wait to tell that. I'm gonna wait to tell the story why my mom didn't trip.
Yeah.
When God sees me fit to have, to be
Yeah, I get
where
it.
y'all
I get
can't
it.
to be where y'all can't deny it.
Yeah.
But we were walking literally through the lobby. This man said, your daughter should model. Can I sit down? Can I talk to you? So he talked to my mom. He said, "Hey, we have this school. It's called Barbizon Modeling Academy. Don't make no decisions today. Look us up. Do your research. Make sure you know who we are, and then give us a call if you think this is something your daughter could benefit from."
Okay.
We start with the modeling school, and then we offer into, if anybody knows, they have JMT Modeling Agency. And so I started we looked it up, we looked into it, we did our research, it was legit. So we called them, they gave me a scholarship for the classes.
That's a blessing right there.
And I went, and then I started taking classes.
Wow.
And so Ayanna Barber was my first runway coach. I actually met one of my lifelong friends there, Shanna Loren.
Okay.
Okay, shout out to
Shout
y'all.
out to you, Shanna. So
Yeah.
I met her there. She's a bikini competitor.
Okay.
She does
Look
bikini
her.
modeling
You
and all that
stupid.
stuff like that. Come on,
Look
guys.
her. Let me look
She
her
do
up.
all that stuff.
Okay.
So that's how I got into modeling. And then I took time off for school, got back into it while I was in school, and then continued on that path.
Well, that's great. 'Cause I know typically, when I was younger, I used to watch Victoria's Secret model, the little competition on TV. I
Yes,
sure did.
sir.
And typically, like all their models are tall.
Right.
So I'm thinking, okay, so they're looking for tall women. You know what I mean? Is that typically the formats you get into because you're tall, or it's really like anything, as long as it's the face, or they want the face body all? Am I making sense?
Yeah, you're definitely making sense. It depends. It depends because I do because I've been in fitness for 12 years too.
Okay.
Well, going on 13 years.
Wow.
So I also
Child, what can you do with it?
come on, listen, I'm going through a little fat patch
I'm just
right
pushing
now
it out
too,
right now.
so, you know,
I'm glad Honest ain't here,
it
boy.
happens. If anybody tell you you're not gonna gain weight back ever, don't listen to them.
Yeah, that's a
just
damn
as long as
lie.
you stay
Yeah.
healthy and functional.
Yeah,
You're good.
you can gain weight back in a few hours.
Listen,
Yeah, sure
come on,
can.
God. But so yeah, sometimes they want a fitness model. Like I've done. It depends. Sometimes it's function. Sometimes it's looks. Most of the time, looks are always going to be a part of it because they're selling a brand. It depends on who they're selling to.
Okay.
So a rock climbing company is looking for a different look than a hip hop magazine.
Gotcha.
A medical company is looking for a different look than a sports car company. A sports car company is looking for a different look than Yves Saint Laurent.
Yeah.
They're all looking for
Gotcha.
different things based off of what their audience likes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just depends. So I've done rock climbing. I've done where I had to be functional, but they still look for body and aesthetics. I've done runway. I've done everything.
You going?
I've done hair.
Somebody, they taking pictures on a rock like this,
You literally.
and they are like, well, we was gonna use you, but you got a little line on your ass. Like,
I mean, listen, if you could go to K-Works Fitness right now, you will see the pictures on my
For
page.
real?
Go to K-Works Fitness right now, you see the pictures on my page. They will tell you, I literally had to climb the rock to a certain point and then just hold the pose there until they took the
Wow.
picture. Yeah.
They better be paying some good money.
I ain't lying,
Listen.
and you can't be tipsy going on out there on the
Ain't
damn rock.
lying.
First of all, I gotta ask you this: was there any kind of safety equipment, or it was just they have a net under you, or what it was?
I mean, well, it's bouldering. So,
Okay.
I mean, typically for that type of modeling, they look for models who do it. So they look for someone who could.
somebody who good
Physical fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Okay.
look for
Expertise
somebody
in it.
who look like a model but can also do it. So
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
if it's like a advertisement for models for water sports, if they advertising jet skis, they want a model they want someone who looks like a model and can also do
Can
water
handle
sports.
it. Yeah.
Right.
So it gets really that specialized with certain stuff.
So how do you with the burlesque? I said it right.
Yeah.
With that and being a model and a comedian, like how do you handle all of that?
I ain't lying, that's a lot.
Because for me watching you are good. You know what I'm saying? And you're good at your craft. And I know you probably get calls to do this. Like how do you be like, you know what? I'm gonna do this, or no, I'm not doing this. You know what I'm saying? How do you balance it?
That's a lot, bro.
I had to realize what I was getting into entertainment for, and I had to realize what my career path was. Because what people what a lot of people don't think about when it comes to entertainment is this is a career path. It's not
That's real.
just. It's not just us. I mean, some people do it for fun. Some people do it for a hobby, and it's amazing for everybody. You can find all of it in the entertainment.
Right.
If you really just want to get into entertainment to find a husband, girl, do your thing, or a wife, do your thing.
Yeah.
You can get that. You can move on. You can still get a 9 to 5, enjoy your life. It
You heard her.
really is. It really does facilitate its purpose. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's right.
But I had to see what I wanted my career path to be, and I realized that I wanted to be able to help people. I wanted to be able to educate people.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I wanted
Indeed.
to be able to reach people in a positive way. And ultimately, I wanted to be able to show people that you can have the life that you want. It's available for you, and you can create it for yourself.
Yeah.
And so my main avenue for entertainment is advocacy. So everything I do is to build a platform and express art. So build a platform so that I can help other people build platforms and then express art. I'm an artist at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah. Come
So-
on, talk about it now.
So if it doesn't create art, if it doesn't facilitate art, if it doesn't provoke thought, if it doesn't tell a story, if it isn't moving someone in some way, it's not something I'm not the type of person to just do something because it will get me to the top.
That's real.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, makes plenty of sense.
Because you gonna
Lot
end
of
up falling
sense.
off.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you don't love to do it.
If you got famous for licking a toilet seat, then they gonna keep wanting you to lick that damn toilet seat.
And I have seen people do it.
even worse stuff. Yeah.
You feel me?
I have seen people
That's
get
nasty.
famous off of doing stuff like that.
Doing like gluing your
Yo,
offense
I
to
remember-
her, but gluing your head every
Yeah,
day.
for real. And I remember when it was a trend going around doing nasty shit. Like,
Yeah.
like they were licking garbage cans and stuff like that.
Ramen noodles out of the toilet.
Boy,
yeah, all
ain't
kinds of
no
nasty
way.
stuff, bro.
There's
People
no-
was jumping off of the second balcony of buildings.
Yeah,
It
I
was
remember.
called I don't know if y'all remember the
Yeah.
second story
Yeah.
challenge.
Man.
Yeah,
Where
second
kids
story
Tripping.
was literally going to
Jumping.
the second story of buildings and jumping
Hey,
off.
that crate challenge
When I came down,
was breaking
Yeah,
them
yeah,
up.
that was
yeah.
a
breaking
second
them up, boy.
That was
of his
funny.
damn. Oh,
Yo, people be getting broke up for fame, dog, or dying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like you gotta
for
do
no
your
reason.
You gotta do your craft and do what you love to do, and you will never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
I don't like, and that's exactly what it is. I love art. I love being around people. I love cooking. So
Yeah.
I cook.
You can't cook nothing.
You better shut
Hey.
up.
Look, are you
shut
from
up.
Alabama?
I'm from Alabama.
Oh, you
I
probably
spent my formative years in Winter Park, Florida, but I'm from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Oh yeah, you probably can cook then.
Oh, yeah.
You got a little
I
seasoning
can't
in
Country
there.
cooking now.
I can't grill. I
Yeah.
think that any man can, any woman
Yeah.
who grills too. But
Yeah.
in my family, grilling is a man's activity.
Yeah,
okay.
that's
That's
true.
when they go outside
Our
to talk
too.
shit about us
Yeah.
and be like, we can't stand these
Yeah,
bitches.
hell yeah.
And then
Hell
they
yeah.
get drunk.
That's true.
Yep, that's
So,
true.
so
Yeah.
they don't want us out there. So I never learned how to grill for real. So I can't do that.
Yeah.
But I can cook.
But that stole them collards and everything.
Come on
Yeah.
now.
Oh.
Pinto beans.
Come here now.
Collards, green beans that don't take seasoning salt to taste good. You know what I'm saying?
The ones you got to be in the living room peeling them and shelling them.
Oh,
Child,
yeah.
talking.
Snapping them greens.
Snap
What you
'em.
talking? You got something else down there, Dooley?
Man. Well, I wanted to ask on your career path, who's like someone that you looked up to, like that was in comedy, like one of the biggest names that you probably worked with, or somebody that you want to work with?
I have been waiting to do an official interview so I can say this on camera so
Come
the
on
universe
now.
Okay.
can resonate it out into the
Let it out
stratosphere
there.
of manifestation if
Let
you
it out
with
there.
me.
We with you.
I went to a seminar where Robert Townsend was doing a lecture on how to produce art.
Okay.
And that's one of the only times I've ever been starstruck in my life.
Really?
Whoa.
R.I.P.
He's not dead.
Yeah, he
Robert
dead.
Townsend is not dead.
He-
Oh, you said
Media
Robert
Man.
Townsend? I'm thinking
Oh my
about.
God.
You know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about Baby Kid.
Oh.
Yeah. No,
See
right
how
now.
they'll do you. See how they'll do you.
No,
Yeah,
scratch
nah.
that.
See how they will damn
Scratch
do
that. We
you.
talking about 5 heartbeats no
Yeah.
more.
Robert
we talking
Townsend
about
told
Media
me
Man.
about this. This is what he warned me about
Yeah.
right here, boy. They gonna kill me off before I get off the camera.
I
ain't
said
trying to
Media
do that.
Man. I
They
knew
gonna
he was
kill
still
me off
alive.
before I
Oh
get
yeah,
off
Media
the
Man, my
camera.
movie died.
I know he was still alive.
My bad. Not you, brother. Not you, brother. I'm over here working some buttons over here.
Yeah.
Damn.
But
Let
you
me
was-
get
you was
$1 million
starstruck?
first.
Oh, yeah.
Dog.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
you kill me off, at least let me join the sex cult first.
Oh shit.
Before you kill me off.
Yeah. She tried to be over the Diddy in there.
Yeah,
No,
freaky,
Diddy.
freaky.
Yeah,
No,
no did it.
Freaky,
But
freaky.
yeah, Robert Townsend, like because a Meteor Man,
Yeah.
Hollywood Shuffle, freaking damn,
Five Heartbeats.
Bojangles,
Five
Five
Heartbeats.
Heartbeats,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blank Man,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
like the things
Yeah.
that he was able to do with black culture and still make it like
Yeah.
artistic relevance, add comedy.
Yeah.
And they don't
add
give him his
revelry.
flowers though.
Oh my God, they
They don't. They don't really talk about him
That
at
man
all.
really paved
Yeah.
black Hollywood. And outside of Keenan Ivory Wayans,
Yeah.
it was Keenan Ivory Wayans on the comedy side,
Yeah.
and then it was Robert Townsend who did serious cinema, but he
Yeah.
added the comedy element
flair,
to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And what I liked about him is all of his movies kept to the positivity of the black culture.
They damn
Even
sure
when you
did.
think about Meteor Man, it was the reason why we needed a superhero is because
Yeah.
the streets is getting too bad for our people.
Right.
So even your everyday black man might have to stand up and be a vigilante. It's
Yeah.
the Batman story, but understanding that a black man can stand up for his community
Yeah.
and not be
Yep.
afraid to like really. That's the stuff he was able to do and add
Yeah.
comedy to it and make it funny and make it ours, like
Yeah.
Spike Lee,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
that
Yep.
whole group of filmmakers and writers. So I would love all those people I just named, like Robert Townsend, Spike Lee, Keenan Ivory Wayans,
Oh, you big time and then.
Yeah.
You big time and then, girl.
freaking yeah, I would love to. I would love to just sit in
Yeah.
a room and just have them tell me what to write. You know, give me
Right.
prompts.
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah, and
Test my
one
brain.
thing,
It's gonna come now. You done said it. So
Yeah, and one thing with Robert, man, when you talk about Meteor Man, we didn't have still right now. We still don't have a lot of black superheroes.
Nah,
You
not
know what I'm
too
saying?
many.
He was
Not-
one of the first, if not the first, to put out a black superhero.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
came
For
from
kids to
Marvel.
watch.
Yeah.
For kids
Not
to watch.
afraid to do it. Not
Yeah.
afraid to step
Yeah.
out. And he knew. That's why I love the movie Hollywood Shuffle so much.
Yeah.
Because if you want to avoid a lot of the bullshit, it takes longer. What I've learned in this industry, it takes longer to keep your integrity, to keep your soul, to keep yourself, and still be able to see yourself,
Yep.
be what you want to be. But that's what I learned from Robert Townsend in that lecture is movies like Hollywood Shuffle, where if you just go watch the movie, when you see it happen to you in real life, it's gonna take everything in you not to say no sometimes.
Yeah,
It's gonna take everything because they got the bottles and they got the clubs and they got the penthouses and they got the balconies.
Trying to buy you off.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got it all. They got the damn women. They got the men. They got the weed. They got they got all of it to say. Yeah, we understand that you if you go watch Hollywood Shuffle.
I am tonight. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Even though even though yes, this is what we doing to you, ain't it worth it?
Yeah, it's not.
It's how they play you.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned from Robert Townsend is that this gonna be the most fucked up part about it. It may be, but you got to choose at what point it is.
Yep, damn right.
Yeah.
You just got to choose at what point it is.
You in control. You in control. You got all the power.
You feel me?
All the power
Man,
in
look,
his hand.
man, we can talk on and on. We ain't trying to hold your lungs. Well, man, before we go to the next segment, tell everybody how they can reach you, how they can get in contact with you.
Just doing this.
You let them know how they can get in contact with you.
You can follow me on all social media at Kendranonickname. You can follow me at K-Works Fitness.
Boom, boom.
You can follow We Up Comedy Network. We in here. We on Up Comedy Network is a network of very established, very community-driven comedians and content creators. We got a show on April 11th in Atlanta.
All right.
At African Palace. We got a show on April 17th at Maracas Bar.
Okay.
So check us out at Maracas Bar April 17th. Check us out at African Palace April 11th. Joe Laugh and Groove. Tickle Your Pickle Comedy Show. Big up Real Aunties of Atlanta. Big up Sonya Tall World Entertainment.
Right.
Look out for The Complex. It's a show that I'm writing right now that is in the works. Be looking out for that soon.
Okay.
Kendra No Nickname. K-Works Fitness. Showgirl Chef. Sadie Quinn. If you heard any of those names, you looking at the person.
Let
You
it go.
know me from somewhere. You just don't know where.
I know it now.
Or you might
Bars.
see me on TLC with Seven Little Johnsons. Either way.
She in there.
Right there.
Y'all already know that segment right there was brought to you by Real Demand TV. Y'all know it's streaming in 172 countries.
172.
Also by my man, Mr. Julius Rowe, for Emotion. Anybody you know that's needing any kind of substance abuse help, man, get in contact with Mr. Julius Rowe with Forward Motion. He'll get you moving in the right direction.
The right way.
You know what I mean? We're going to go on to the next segment, and it's the Black-Owned Business of the Week. And we're going to THRU Studio right here in Durham. You want to get your nails done, Nail Tech, you can hit her on Facebook, Tips by T. She'll get you right, man. Look, she do some good work. We're looking at it right now on the screen, and she is getting it right. Look at that. She don't mind getting you right.
They got gout.
Yeah. I wonder if she can work on people's feet with the gout.
I wonder.
Hey, she'll get you right, man. Duty put her right there. Bam.
Boom, dirty as
Tap in with her right now, man. If you want to book an appointment, go to tluxstudio1.as. That's as.me.
Yeah.
And you can book your appointments, man. Go and get it right. That's TLux Studio on Instagram and Tips by T on Facebook. Make sure y'all go ahead and get up in there. I don't get these things done, but if I had her to get it right, I sure will, because her work, it speaks for itself. Make sure y'all hit it up right there.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all already know, man. We're going to get up out of here, but before we do, we can't leave without doing what we do. Got a little
do it,
grass over here. We got a little award right here. It's a Backyard Comedy Presents Kendra No Nickname, the Best Stand-Up Comedian Award. That's what we doing
Right now.
Hey, hey, we in there. Hey. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's how we do. Okay. And that's how we do right now, man. Yeah. You know, anything you want to say before we head up out? Anything you got, coming up besides them shows that you want people to check out?
Keep God first in your life. Understand that God never operates out of confusion, never operates out of division.
Okay.
God never plants seeds of self-doubt. God never makes you feel like you're less than what you are. God always bigs you up. God always makes you feel big. God always makes you feel like the fullest extent of yourself. So anything that devalues you, anything that discredits you, and anything that chips away at you,
That's right.
is a negative.
Get it on out of here.
Get it up out of here. April 11th, April 17th, African Palace, Maracas Bar, Tickle Your Pickle, Joe Laughing Girl. Tap in.
And one more time, how can they get in contact with you?
Kendranonickname.
There it is. Still the same.
Hey man, as always, I got my boy Really Dooley.
Really down here.
I'm your boy Vocal26. Make sure y'all hit us up at backyardcomedy3@gmail.com. Y'all already know this is brought to you by Real Demand TV. Make sure y'all download the app. We streaming in 172 countries, baby. Make sure y'all get it, and everything you can stream a podcast on, we are on there. Make sure y'all get it, download them. Amazon Music, where we at? iHeartRadio, Podbean. We on everything.
All of it.
Make sure you tap in, man. Y'all already know time is the precious thing to waste, so don't waste it by not watching Backyard Comedy. We appreciate you and we love you.
Peace out.